So it had been a few years since I was a rookie in the world of photography, and I was headed out for a photo session that I had booked earlier that month. A well-to-do lawyer and her husband were expecting their first child, and they wanted to do a maternity session with me. So, and I had done many photo sessions before this. I really felt like in the last few years my work had come far. I had really improved as a photographer, and I felt pretty confident. So 10 minutes before the session, I ran into my room, I grabbed my camera, and I realized that I had failed to check the night before to see if I had a clear memory card and a charged battery. But I looked at the clock, I had 8 minutes to be at the session, so I threw my gear in my bag and I hoped that I'd be okay with what I had and my backups. When I got to the session, I pulled up and I realized I was 5 minutes late. So I jumped out of my car and I found the couple who had booked the session with me. I could tell right off the bat that they were not impressed. Who would be, right? So really flustered, I quickly introduced myself, and then I scanned the area to see if I could find a good location to start this session. There were people everywhere. It was a mess, and I had not taken the time to get there early to scout out good locations. So I blundered my way through the whole session, and there was just no chemistry at all between my clients and myself. It just did not go well. So after the session, I uploaded the pictures, and while they weren't a complete disappointment, they were certainly not my best work. So I sat there and I thought, what went wrong? Because I really felt like I had come far as a photographer, and here I was making all these rookie mistakes. Well, a little while later, I was listening to a podcast where the interviewer was talking to Liz Wiseman about her book called Rookie Smarts. She expanded on the concept that we're most successful in our endeavors when we think like a rookie. And it's kind of ironic that we talk about making rookie mistakes, because in her research, she found that rookies are actually often very successful. Why? Because they pay attention to details. They understand that they don't know everything, and they take extra care and consider all the aspects of what they're doing before they move forward. This completely hit home with me. When I was a new photographer, I would spend time prepping for my sessions. I would look through inspiring photographs. I would make sure I had a charged battery and a clear memory card. I would have my gear ready, and I would know what time I had to leave so that I could be there 10 or 15 minutes early to plan out my session. When I did these things, I was successful. Looking back on my catastrophic maternity session, I realized that I had become way too comfortable and confident in my abilities. I thought I had it down. So I no longer took the time to think about the details because I felt like I was beyond that, and then I paid for those mistakes. I learned that if you don't want to make so-called rookie mistakes, then you need to think like a rookie. You need to plan ahead and move forward with courage, but also with appropriate caution, and make sure that the groundwork has been adequately laid, no matter how much experience you have. When you allow yourself to become too complacent in what you think you know or what you do know, you sometimes end up skipping over vital steps that lead to success. Think like a rookie, and you won't be seen as a rookie.